Hello, my name is Tibi Galis. I'm the Executive Director of the Auschwitz Institute for Peace and Reconciliation, and I am very happy to be here today at the Diplomática Academy of Chile that is serving as one of the hosts for the current seminar we are undertaking this week, jointly with the Latin American Network for Mass Atrocity and for the Prevention of Genocide and Mass Atrocities. I'm very happy to be asked to share with you some of the history and some of the work of the Auschwitz Institute, my organization. We are an NGO that was created in 2006. So for us, 2016 will be a pretty big year. We are celebrating our 10th anniversary and we are starting to prepare for that. But we were created in 2006 with the mission to prevent mass atrocities. We are an NGO, but very interestingly, we mostly work with governments. Our role is to support governments in developing their capacity to prevent mass atrocities and to enact policies that on the long term and on the long term prevent these atrocities. We are very, very committed to education and capacity building through technical assistance for the development of these policies. And we also encourage all states to develop national mechanisms for the prevention of mass atrocities and genocide that do reflect and do mainstream the institutional capacity of that state to deal with the issues that vulnerable groups and potential groups at risk face within society. The Auschwitz Institute started to carry on the memory of Auschwitz and of the atrocities of the Holocaust and to transform that message, make it alive in today's world by fueling the energy of state actors and civil society actors and researchers into current policies that need to be either presented to the rest of the world while existing in other places, or to encourage the development of new policies that address old problems. We give tribute to our special connection to the site of Auschwitz by mainly organizing our activities related to our global programs in Oświęcim in Poland, where the site of Auschwitz is located. And we work on these programs in full collaboration with the Auschwitz-Birkenau State Museum, which is the museum that is currently curating the site of Auschwitz, the sites of Auschwitz and Birkenau. And also we work in our multilateral programs jointly with the UN Office of the Special Advisors to the UN Secretary General on the Prevention of Genocide and Responsibility to Protect. The cooperation with this office has helped the Auschwitz Institute in running programs at this point with more than 60 countries around the world, ranging from China to Chile. And we are very honored to have this cooperation that brings the institutional commitment of states to the forum of mass atrocity prevention. I was asked to talk to you a bit about how AIPR works. We are an NGO that is headquartered currently in New York, but at the same time having offices also in Buenos Aires that focuses mostly on Latin American programs, in Kampala, in Uganda, that focuses mostly on our African programs, and of course an office in Oświęcim in Poland that is dealing with the many important issues that we face related to the site of Auschwitz. We are committed to developing bilateral programs and at the same time multilateral programs, regional programs. But at the core of all this program building effort is our global program that has started almost as soon as the Auschwitz Institute started. In 2008, we have offered, and ever since every year, once or sometimes even twice, we have offered the Global Raphael Lemkin Seminar for the Prevention of Genocide, which invites all UN member states to send officials to spend a week in Poland discussing issues related to mass atrocity prevention policy and how that relates to the challenges their institutions face today. We start by analyzing and discussing the process of the Holocaust and relating that afterwards to current instances and current policy needs. But of course about this you will hear more from my colleague Dr. James Waller, who is speaking after me or before me, depending on how this will be organized on the website. We are very committed in these global programs to reach out to institutions and to find the best way afterwards to offer technical assistance that sometimes ranges from security sector reform all the way to transitional justice tools being set up. In Latin America, and you will hear about this a bit more from my colleague Eugenia Carbone, we are working on a regional program that is the Latin American Network for the Prevention of Genocide, and which is very important for us given that the Latin American Network is one of the spaces where we learn most about creative approaches to human rights and genocide prevention policy. In terms of our cooperation with Chile, we have been honored to welcome Chile within the global program that AIPR organizes since 2009 in Auschwitz. And Chile was one of the countries that initiated the Latin American Network for the Prevention of Genocide. So it is one of our very important partners, and it is in recognition of that we are currently having the seminar in Santiago. The first edition of the seminar happened in Buenos Aires last year, and the second edition is happening now in Santiago de Chile. Beyond this, through the Latin American Network, the Auschwitz Institute is collaborating with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which is the site of the focal point of Chile to the Latin American Network. And we have engaged also in programs of collaboration with Carabineros related to some of the human rights trainings that the Carabineros institution has organized for its recruits and officers. We are, through the Latin American Network, constantly seeking new opportunities, and we are very honored to have this open door towards cooperation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.